Hello friends, welcome back. Let's get started with my new video. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we can use the free tool from Microsoft called PowerAutomate, which is an excellent tool to do any kind of automation, be it your process automation, anything automation related to your desktop, your Excel automation, Word, or even browser automation. You can autofill browser forms and submit. You can extract content from browser, and you can even invoke scripts if you know the code. But most of the thing you can automate without without doing a single line of, without writing a single line of code, without knowing any language. That is the power of Power Automate. This is the free tool from Microsoft. It is available on Windows 11. It comes pre-installed. If you cannot find it, you can launch Microsoft Windows Store and you can look for Power Automate. Let me show you. So this is the Microsoft Store. You can just query uh, Power Automate in the search bar. You can find it. You can search for Power Automate. You can find it and install if it is not already installed. So it would be installed on Windows 11. For Windows 10, you can install. All right. So once your Power Automate is available on your desktop, you can launch that icon and it will greet you with this page. As I've shown in many other videos on Power Automate, so this is your home screen and this button which has plus sign in it, you can click on that to create a new. I will show you how to create a new workflow. And if you click on this flows, you can see the flows created by you. Flows are nothing but the collection of steps that you want to, or sequence of steps, or sequence of actions that you want to do during your length of automation. I will explain those also. If you click on examples, you can see what are the things that can be automated. You can click on each and explore what are the things possible, right? As I said, you can do Excel automation, web automation, desktop automation, daytime automation, whatever you name it. Whatever you can do with code, you can do here. All right. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we can use Power Automate to extract text from images, right? So let me show you. So I have these images. This is on my desktop, right? When I say desktop, it is on my this machine, Windows 11 machine, right? So I have these images, all the images containing text. So let me show you so that this text will be extracted during the course of video. So you can pause and see whether the text are extracted properly. So these are the images with some text on them. So we will be extracting this and extracting all the text and putting that in a text file containing the text extracted from the image and the reference to those files. Say if I'm extracting text from this image, I will put the reference to this file so that if I need to go back to that image, I can do that. Okay, let's get started. So this is the flow I have created. I will create from scratch also, so don't worry. Let me run this. So it will basically read those files and extract image. So that is what it will do. Okay, it has started running. It is running. It will, yeah, it is already done. So it's saying done with image to text. Please see the output file. Okay, this is the output file. I will explain this thing. So this is where the output file lies. Let's close that. Go to that location, see them. That is, and this is our output. Let's open this. All right. So we can see all the text extracted from those image, and we have reference to those image file, right? We can see the first quote is from which image, and this is that reference file. So it has extracted this text from this file. So likewise, we can do in this demo. I have just 6 images. Say if you have 1,000, 10,000, whatever. So you can extract from those. This can be done by coding. So the most popular language is Python. So where we can code and extract text from images, and there are tools also. But through Power Automate, which is freely a free tool and readily available on Windows machine, so why not leverage that? And you can do without writing a single line of code. All right. Let me show you how this can be done. Let me click on new flow. Let's name as image to text. Then hit create button. So your flow will be created and it is getting launched. So initially everything will be blank as expected. Then we'll add actions to achieve the similar result, right? Let me close this. Okay, that file is deleted. That is why it's throwing error. Let's, yeah, the flow is open now. Let's construct flow, right? So let's start with variable. Why variable? Say I'm going to create a variable that will hold my output file name or path, right? This is not required though, but it is always a good practice to put all those kind of thing into variable so that in future you need to change anything, you can just change variable, right? Otherwise, you may have to go into your main flow logic and change things. So let me put like output file, the variable name output file. So this takes the variable name and what should be the output. So I am going to keep my output file and in C temp and name should be output.txt, right? If you see, I have removed that output.txt. There is no output.txt here. So this will be created during the flow. So I created a variable output underscore file, and it is holding the path to my output file, right? Let's save this. Now what? Now we need to read the content, read the files from that folder, right? So let's look for that action. So this is that action, get files in folder. Let's drag this. Okay, so basically what this action does, it retrieves all the files. It says, right, retrieve the list of files in a folder. So where it will be retrieving, we need to provide the folder path. Let's provide that. So where do we want to go? We want to go C temp, that is our path. Okay, now let's select that. Okay, now file filter. Since our target is JPG files, so let's put that. If you don't put that, it will retrieve all the files, whether it is XLS or Excel, Word, whatever. So we are interested in image file and that to JPG, right? And if you check this include subfolders, if you have subfolders or directories inside that, it will do a recursive search and bring all the files. So in our case, we don't have. And there are advanced like you can do other things. What need to do? Fail upon denied access to anything. So those are the things you can explore. So what? Each action produces a output variable, right? So this action which says get files in folder, which basically retrieves a list of files in a folder, will produce the output in this variable called files. So basically the files will have the path to all the files in this folder, right? I will explain that as well. All right. So far we have the variable that is holding our output text file, which will be created later in the flow, and a variable which will be holding all the files. Basically it will be holding collection of files in this particular path, C10, right? So what it will have? It will have all the JPG files in that, right? All right. So now what we need to do? We need to extract text from file, right? So this is that action. Extract text with OCR. So we have two OCR engine, either Windows OCR and Tesseract. For Tesseract, we need to install it. For this, I will stick to Windows OCR, which is good enough, but Tesseract has more power. But for this is good enough. Now it is asking, where is the source? Where is the file? Where is the image file? So if something is on screen, you can use that, but we know our files are on the disk, so we'll use image on disk. Here is the problem. It is asking for the file path, right? But we have many files. If it was one file, then we could have provided that path, right? But we have many files. So what to do? For that, we need to bring loops, right? Basically, what loop will do? It will use this collection of files and iterate over each item in that file collection, and we can then assign that OCR to extract text from each file. Let me demonstrate that. Okay, so I said loops. Let's go to loops. Which loop we want? We want for each, because we want to iterate for each file or each JPG in this file collection. So it is asking value to iterate. It basically iterate over item in a list, data table or data row, right? In this case, we need to show the list. What is that list? That is the files which was created in by the previous action. So let's select that. And if you see, it is producing variable current item. I will explain that. So our for each is ready. So basically what it will do, it will read this collection of files, and for each items, say for example, you have 6 files in this case, right? 6 files. So this for each will run for 6 times, and each file will have this value. So right, current item will uh, point to this file. For example, if it is in first iteration, it will point to this file. If it is in second iteration, it will point to this, right? Likewise, it will point to file that it is iterating on, right? So this is why we need for each. Now we have for each. Now what? Now we need to bring that OCR thing. Okay. So let's bring the OCR thing. So OCR engine type, OCR Windows OCR engine. Now image on disk. Here is where we need to provide that path, right? Since we have the variable that is current item, which is basically pointing to the current iteration, which will be holding the current file, right? If there are 5 files in your files collection, then this will run for 5 times, and your current item will point to each one of them, right? That's it. Save it. If you see, it will produce an output called OCR text. So basically, if the current item is say this file, so it will extract the image and keep that, sorry, it will extract the text from that image, sorry, and keep that output in this OCR text. All right. Okay. Good. So now, in the first iteration, we successfully extracted, say, from this image and kept that into this variable called OCR text. Now what? If I run it, this OCR text variable will be overwritten, right? I need to write it to somewhere. So that is where we need to bring write text file action, write text to file action. Let me copy that. All right. Now it is asking the file path. Remember, we created a variable that is holding the file path. Let's show that variable. Output file. Okay. So now we have shown. Now what? Now what are the things you are going to write? Right? Let's do. We can put whatever we want to write to the file, right? So in this case, we want to show the code that was extracted from the image and also the reference file, right? Let's put code, and this code is coming from that OCR text. Remember that OCR text is holding your code extracted from the current item, that is current image, right? And now let's put code reference image. You can put whatever you want. For this demo, let me put code reference image file. So what is holding that? What variable is holding that? That is nothing but current item. That is holding that reference image location or reference file image path, right? So in code, we'll get the text extracted from the current item, and current item is holding the path to the file that we are extracting in this particular iteration, right? All right. I hope you are following so far. Okay. So we have prepared the text what we need to write to output file, right? And then we are saying append new line, yes. And for I have to select append content, otherwise it will just override, right? So I have to select append content. If you select override existing content, it will just override. So choose append content. That's it. Okay, our text file is ready. Let's summarize again. So you have variable called output file, and you have another action that is nothing but a list of files or JPG type files from the folder that you specified, and we are iterating over using this for each loop, right? And each iteration, what we are doing, we are extracting text from the image, that is current item, right? Current item or current file, you can rename that to current file to make it simpler for you. And it gives variable called OCR text. OCR text is nothing but this variable is holding the text coming out of this action, which basically extracts OCR means optical character recognition. So basically, this action will extract text from the image, right? So now we have the text called OCR text. Now we need to write that to a file, right? So this action, write text to file, under file, will write to that file and append for each iteration, right? So you have, by the end of it, you will have all the text extracted from each file, right? So, so far so good. So we are done with the main logic. Now let's end with some custom message, right? Let's search for message, display message. Okay, message box title. You can put anything, image to text, message to display. Here is your output file. If I can spell right, here is your output file, and you can simply select that variable that is holding the output file name. Let me put that. That's it. And message box icon. Okay, let's be information because it is giving information. That's it. Nothing else required. All right, our flow is ready. Now let's save and run. You can see the play button here. Once the saving is done, it's saying status saving flow. Okay, saved. Now we are good to run. Let's run it. I have started the flow. All right. The flow will start. Okay, it has started. You see, it is going multiple times in for each. So we have 5 files. So it has gone 5 times. Here is your output file, right? This is the text we mentioned there. Let's go there. Okay. Here it is. All right. So this is what we wanted. We wanted code from each image, and we wanted to print the reference to that image file. All right. So like this, you could have moved this to some kind of database or Excel or whatever you wanted to do, right? So this demo was to give you hands-on on how to use Power Automate to extract text from image. We can do more. I will bring more videos. Till then, keep watching my videos and please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Bye bye for now.